Well, hi, welcome to our second video update. We did one last week. I know a lot of you watched it. Great. If you did miss it, go back and have a bit of a look. This week, of course, was pretty interesting because the government came out and said that it supports plain packaging on cigarettes. Really, you've got to ask the question, when are we going to stop invading the private lives of New Zealanders? Do we really need more rules about branding on cigarette packages? I don't think so. I think it's just like the anti-smacking thing. Suddenly the government thinks it's going to be the parent to every child in the country and interfere with parents. Now it's out there telling people, well, we think we're going to tell you how your cigarette packet should look. It's just a step too far. I think what we need actually is less government at a lot less cost. And most New Zealanders, in my view, are just tired of these silly rules. Unnecessary, not the business of government. Why don't we get to some priorities like finding people jobs and making business happen? Because that's what we really need. And of course, the news 2 days ago was the government has now spent over $26 million working on the asset sales. We all know that there will be a referendum. That's going to be another cool 10 million thrown in as well. And the costs just keep on coming. The problem here is it's not something that New Zealanders actually want. And this is going to go on and on and on. We've got the court case involving Maori interests. And when are we just going to stop throwing money away as if it doesn't matter? You know, this is hard-earned money. You know, hard-working New Zealanders are out there, you know, working hard to earn every dollar. To get ahead in life, the government takes a huge amount of that in tax and then it just fritters it away, $1 million here, $1 million here, and in this case, 26 million there, on something that they don't have a mandate from the people to do. You know, it really is time that I think they went back to us as New Zealanders and said, okay guys, we're going to need to make a better case for this so that we've got people on board instead of creating a legacy that I think we'll live to regret. Of course, the problem is that we need to balance our budget. We need to make hard decisions, not just sell off profit-earning assets. We all know once those profit-earning assets are sold off, there'll be more tax because we're going to be losing an income stream. That's not something we support. New Zealanders already pay more than enough tax. Thank you very much. Which of course leads us to another strange decision that was made by the government, and that was relating to the Skyhawks. Well, we finally sold them, $8 million. But here's the real rub, over $35 million to store them and look after them, to flog them off for 8 at the end of the day. Some of you will of course remember that at the time when we were looking at upgrading them, the government did a white paper organised by the Labour Party, headed by an ex-Labour Party MP, came back, recommended that we should trade them in and do a deal on some new planes, F-16s that were surplus that had been denied to Pakistan. That, of course, was been the right thing to do. It would have worked out very well. We would have kept our Air Force, we would have kept the jobs, we would have kept the technology and the innovation that went with that. But no, instead the government decided it had a great plan. Let's just, you know, keep them in storage and sell them and make money that way. Well, it didn't work. And I think this is what we need to stop seeing in this country, is the silly decisions, the ones that don't stack up, they're not researched, and at the end of the day, they cost you and me money. Well, I thought I'd finish off with just a little bit of celebration. You know, we now have over 5,000 members and supporters. We've got momentum. People join up every day. That's really exciting because it says that we're saying something that New Zealanders want to hear. It says that we are reaching out there with a message that New Zealanders support. So if you haven't joined up, now's your opportunity. On the website, you can join up. If you've got friends or family and you think, you know what, they need to get involved because we've got to do something for our country, then get them to join up too. And I look forward to catching up with you next video update soon.